What's up guys, Mixed by Jocelyn here, back for another episode of Mixed Up, the show where I show you how to mix down your tracks in Logic Pro X. It's been a couple of weeks, I know, but I'm back. I had to have a little rest. I went to Berlin, I was flying places, Lyme Regis, summer holidays, all them good things, but I'm back. And I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how I use Soothe 2 to help me blend my vocals in to instrumentals to help them sit nicely in the mix. Let's get cracking. Boom. Okay, cool. So we're here. As I said in the intro, I'm going to be using Soothe 2, and I'm going to show you guys how I use it on my instrumental bus, and I feed in the vocals to help duck the right harmonics in the instrumental to help our vocals sit perfectly in the mix. This is a really good technique if you're using like a 2-track, or you have a lot of like mid-range going on in the instrumental and you're struggling to get the balance from your vocals. So I'm gonna show you the technique now and exactly how I use it. So here we have a track by Billy James. I will link it in the description below. Super cool artist from America. Love working on his stuff. His music always comes super clean, super punchy, and it's always very interesting. So I thought, why not give it a go and show you guys on this video. So what we're gonna wanna do is, firstly, as you can see here, I have my vocals set up. They're all being bussed to this bus here. So if I play it, you'll be able to hear it.
All the work in 3 days, JD's barbecue. I shoot right back at you. The gun sounds go toot 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 like lead.
But what I want to do is I just want to add Soothe 2 to the instrumental just to make sure that the harmonies are ducking from the vocals, to make sure that the vocals are sitting perfectly in the mix.
That's perfect.
So what I can do is I'm going to create a bus off of this auxiliary. So you could do it straight from the vocal bus. However you want to do it, you can set it up to work for you. But I'm going to basically send the bus to Soothe 2 via an auxiliary. So we're going to go to the sends here and we're going to create a new bus, bus 7. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the stereo out. So now the vocal isn't being sent twice to the stereo out, just creating more volume and just going to make it basically too loud. We've just created like a send to trigger, almost like I'm sure you guys are familiar with when you would sidechain a kick to a bass. Similar technique, but we're doing it with the vocals using Soothe 2. So once that's set up, we can send some signal to it, which we'll do now.
All the work in 3 days, JD's barbecue. I shoot right back at you. The gun sounds go toot toot toot.
A nice healthy amount of signal being sent to it, so we know we're going to get some good triggers from it. Now I'm going to go up to my instrumental bus. So if I open up this, you can see this is all of the instrumentals and it's being sent to this bus here, which is my music bus. And I can basically add on this music bus, this is where I'm going to add Soothe 2. There we go. What I want to basically do is grab the auxiliary that we set up earlier. So it'll be this one here. And then what we want to do to activate the sidechain, that's not enough. You actually have to turn on the sidechain. So now when we play, we should start to see the harmonics of the signal from the vocals pushing down into Soothe 2 and removing information from the beat bus. So let's have a listen.
All the work in 3 days, JD's barbecue. I shoot right back at you. The gun sounds go toot 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 toot.
So you can see it's reacting to the vocals, so we're getting signal there. But we want to basically just fine tune it a little bit to make sure that it's in the place that we want to. So a lot of vocal clarity comes from around like the 1K to like the 4K mark. That's where you're getting the pronunciation, the clarity, the body of the vocal. I'm just going to scoop that in because I don't want to go too crazy and I don't want to remove too much information from the beat in parts of the frequency span that it's not necessary to remove it from. So if we just narrow in the cue here, so this is basically our reaction zone on Soothe 2. Now we're just going to get those frequencies popped down.
All the work in 3 days, JD's barbecue.
And I want it to be quite a fast attack because I want it to really cut through, because the idea is we're trying to basically get the vocal to stand out in front of the beat and around the beat rather than underneath the beat. So we want it to react very quickly, and then I'm going to lower the release a little bit just to give it time, just to smoothen out. I quite like the depth, but this is where you can sort of play around with it yourself. So the depth and the sharpness is basically where you're going to find that kind of balance, and you'll really start to hear the vocal cutting through or not cutting through.
All the work in 3 days, JD's barbecue. I shoot right back at you. The gun sounds go toot 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 toot.
And then we can A/B this. You want to use headphones for this.
Put your headphones on.
Going to be very subtle differences, but it's really all about making sure that the clarity and the consistency of the vocal is heard all the way through the song. Even when the 808's playing and then when the beat drops out, you know, we're going to get a much more balanced, consistent sound across the board.
All the work in 3 days, JD's barbecue. I shoot right back at you. The gun
that second synthesizer comes in, you can really start to hear it acting and then actually pushing the vocal forward.
All the work in 3 days, JD's barbecue. I ain't here back, just assume that he had died. Life is so crazy, traumatized by all the crimes.
And you know, if we increase the depth, we increase the sharpness, we'll start to get a much more of an extreme reaction to this.
I hit homie on the text and then I slide. I ain't here back, just assume that he had died. Life is so crazy, traumatized by all the crimes. Yeah, man, I thought.
So a really quick, effective technique to basically get the vocals to stand out on top, rather than having to EQ out all those individual frequencies or just doing a big wide cut. We can be very, very precise by using Soothe 2 and its intelligent removal of those harmonics in the instrumental to make sure that the beat and the vocals are cutting through in the place that we want them to cut through. If you've enjoyed this tutorial, please give it a like. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And if you want more videos just like this, then make sure you hit the subscribe button, because I'm back to releasing them weekly, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Oh, sorry, wait. Also as well, I have, if you're interested in techniques just like this, I have 2 templates for sale for you guys. I have my recording template, which is $9.99, and I have my mix template, which has these exact techniques on there already for $19.99. The link will be in the description. They won't be that price forever, so make the most of it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Safe.